The sun beat down on the dry African land. Dust rose from the ground as men worked hard. They were building a new road. It was a difficult job. The heat made the work even harder. Then a rumble in the distance. The water truck was coming. The workers smiled. The truck meant a break from the heat. It meant cool water to quench their thirst. The water truck was a welcome sight. The truck driver, a kind man named Abassi, carefully sprayed water on the dusty ground. The water settled the dust and made the air cooler. Abassi made sure everyone had enough to drink. He knew how important water was for their work. With the water bringing relief, the men could continue their work. The road was important. It would connect their village to others. It would bring new opportunities. Thanks to the water truck, the road to progress continued. The engineers, too, felt relieved at the arrival of the water truck. Building a road was a challenging task. It required careful planning and execution. Water was essential for the machinery and the workers. Abassi understood the importance of his role. He knew that without him and his water truck, the work would stop. He took pride in delivering the life-giving water on time, every time. The workers, with renewed energy, continued their work. The sound of shovels digging and the rhythmic chants of the workers filled the air. The water truck, a symbol of life and progress, stood proudly nearby. The arrival of the water truck was a small event in the grand scheme of the road construction, but for the people working tirelessly under the African sun, it was a moment of joy, a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, life finds a way. Abassi woke up early. He drove the water truck to the lake. The lake was large and beautiful. It sparkled in the morning sun. It was the source of life for many villages. Abassi carefully backed the truck to the lake. He connected the large hose and started the pump. The truck rumbled as it filled with water. Abassi watched as the water level rose in the tank. He thought about the people he would help. He thought about the thirsty animals. Abassi felt happy to be a water truck driver. He knew his job was important. When the tank was full, Abassi turned off the pump. He disconnected the hose and climbed back into the truck. It was time to go. Many people were waiting for him. The water truck rumbled down the dusty road. It was on its way to a cattle farm. The farm was far from the lake. The cows and goats were thirsty. They needed water to survive. When the truck arrived, the farmers were happy. They knew the importance of water for their animals. Abassi smiled and greeted them. He carefully backed the truck to the water trough. He released the water from the tank. The trough filled up quickly. The cows and goats rushed to drink. They drank deeply, their thirst finally quenched. The farmers watched their animals with relief. They were thankful for the water truck and for Abassi. Water meant life in this dry land. The water truck was a lifeline for the community.